Hi, Abe.
How are you?
I
A
like the
guten Winter.
good in winter. I like the beard.
Uh, you become very lazy.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I
All
get
right.
you this. Yeah.
Yontif was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice weather. It was nice,
Weather.
Sukkah and Simchas Torah was nice.
Very good.
Beautiful Agarita. Did you learn the Agarita about Rachel and Leah?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Really, really something.
Yep.
We are on Kuf Chav Dalet.
Okay.
That's where we made it. That's where we made it to 124. Let's wait a minute until the people sign up. And yeah, we had I got it to about Rachel and Yosef and about
A lot of famous Haggadahs here.
yeah, famous like a Rashi, all Rashi and Chumash.
Yep.
Where do you where you daven at Rabbi Muskin? Where do you daven?
I don't know if you're million.
By Muskin?
Yeah, young
By
Israel.
Century City?
Yep.
Is Rabbi Mahler there? No, he's in the other
Rabbi Muller is the rabbi of the
young people.
young Sabra.
So is there a rabbi in your minion?
Rabbi Ed Shalom is basically
Rabbi
the,
Yad Shalom.
yeah.
And
So I go to him
what time is the minion called for?
6 o'clock in the morning.
No, I mean Ivan Yontif?
Oh no, Yontif is 7:15, and for the Chag it was 8 o'clock.
You
But
mean Shabbos? No.
Shabbos 7:15.
Shabbos is 7:15. You're done by 9?
We're done by 9. Then we have Daf Yomi. We learned Daf Yomi in the morning
I
after
see.
davening.
I see. And then
That's like,
Yontif, it's 8 o'clock.
yeah. I
And
mean, Simchas Torah was 8 o'clock.
and you get a crowd there? Is it
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Usually have a kiddush
Larry
after.
Larry Platt is in that minion, right?
He's the man in charge.
Larry Platt is in that minion, right?
Yeah.
And Ari Ari Greenbaum, the Kohen,
Greenbaum is there.
he's there,
He
right?
no, actually, he davens on Shabbos. He davens with the young people, the
He's
young
in
folk.
the young people, not with the. I always thought he went to Ashkama.
No,
Uh-huh.
his mother passed away recently.
Yes, I went. I went to the Mavakir,
Yeah.
yeah, there. Okay, well, let me just get a tissue and we can get started. 1 second. Yeah, I don't think you're correct, Susie. It's due in April, it's not due in December.
No, there were two different payments. I have to pay, that's, the stub says it. So I'm gonna follow you or what the stub says. There's a
Show
stub.
me everything.
There's a stub.
Please show me everything. Show me everything.
Wanna look at it now?
No, because I'm teaching now. Okay,
So we're on the top of the Daf.
money, yeah, money. With this Barais Rebbe, they tell you, Ein b'chor noitel pishnaim b'shevach sheshavchu nechosim la'acham yisasavir. We know we've learned this concept that a b'chor gets pishnaim only assets that are actually muhzik, that are actually in the estate at the time that the person dies. Let's say 6 months later, that person who died gets a Yerusha from a lost uncle. So the Bechor doesn't get Pishnaim of that. That's called Roy. It wasn't in the estate at the time that the guy died, so he doesn't get Pishnaim of that. This price is dealing with something else. Let's say there was an animal, but he got pregnant. The animal's pregnant and gives birth 2 months after the guy died. That's a shvach sheshavchu nechasim la'achar misas avian. it happened memela, as opposed to, for example, let's say there was lumber lying around, and the Yisomim, the other brothers of the Bechor, they went ahead and built a house with the lumber. So that would not be considered shvach, sheshavchu nechosim. That required effort, labor, etc. So that would be roy. The Bechor wouldn't get Bishnaim of that. However, that's the Tanakama. Rabbi Yomer, Oimra Bechor noitel Bishnaim b'shvach sheshavchu nechosim achar misas avir. Rabbi says the Bechor gets that. That's if it's memela. Avalo b'shvach shishbichu yisomim lachar misas. Even Rabbi holds. That means the Tanakama holds, even if it happens memela on its own, the Bechor doesn't get it. Rebbe says if it happens memela on its own, he gets it. But if the Yisomim invested, he doesn't get that. And the Gemara gives examples. Yorshu shtar chov. There's a note that Chaim Yankel owed $1,000 to the father. Now, the note, the IOU, is in the estate. Bechor noitel pishnaim. That is considered muzik, and he would get pishnaim. Vice versa, Yotzal shtar chov. Let's say all of a sudden, after the death of the father, somebody shows up and presents the brothers an IOU that the father owed him $1,000. Bechor noisen pishnayim. He doesn't just get it coming; he gets it going. He has to pay double what the other brothers have to pay. Let's say if it's $1,000, and there's 5 brothers, they divide it into 6, right? And he would have to pay 2/6, and the other ones pay 4/6 of it. The im Omar any noisein, any noitel, Rishoy. He can
Wait.
choose. I'm not going to take the pishnaim of the star, and then he gets off of paying the pishnaim if he has to get paid, if they have to pay. So
You'd have to forfeit the entire Yerusha, or just this?
No. I'm talking about just this.
Just the star value.
No, we said just this, the star chov business.
Right. So right.
If there's a star chov that is the estate is owed money, he gets pishnayim. But if a star chov is presented, and he would have to pay pishnayim. So he can say, I want to be like a regular brother in this, and therefore he would only collect his regular share of the loan, and therefore he only has to pay his regular share if a chov is presented. It's only on that specific issue that he can choose. My tamai rabbanon, that if an asset memela grew, he doesn't get. Amar kra lases lo pishnayim. The word lases is matana kayirachmana. It uses the word matana, gift. Matana is adamati liyade. A gift isn't worth anything until it actually gets into the hands. The giver gives it to the giftee. Av chelik bechora adamati liyade. The father has to have it in his possession. If he doesn't get it, the bechor doesn't get pishnayim of it. Rebbe, that if an asset, if there's shvach nechosim after the moisa avi does get it, why? Rabbi Yomer Omer Kar Pishnayim Mekish Chelek Bechor LeChelek Pashut. The Bechor really gets 2. He gets the regular Pashut Chelek and he gets his Bechor Chelek. Ma Chelek Pashut Apagav Lo Matliyadei. There are things Chelek Pashut that they will be Yarshin even though the father didn't get it. Rashbam says the kol roish ba'olam ben yorish ma'aviv. The lo ikra yirusha matana. It's not called a matana. The name of Eina Noitel Chelik Posher El B'Mulzik Av Chelik B'Chor Nami Umiu Roy Gomer Kagon Shishbichu Yisoimim Lo Yishakul Pish. If the Yisoimim invested, he doesn't get Pishnayim. But other things, he won't get a Pishnayim of it. But he'll get something that falls to the father. The Yorshim get it. Av Chelik B'Chor Av Pidulom Mataliyode. He gets his share in that as well. What do the Rabbanan do with the Pasuk Pishnayim? Lemisvile achar metzra. There is a din called bar metzra. So, for example, if your neighbor sells a house, technically you're allowed to bid on it first because you're the bar metzra. In halacha, at least, you're allowed to take first dibs on a property right next to you because it's more advantageous to you to now have a property next to your original property. So similar by a Bechor, if he gets two pieces of land, he gets to place them right next to each other. He gets to place them next to each other. That's what the Chachamim learned from Pishnayim. Rabbi Nami Aksiv Losei Slow, which is Matana, which implies that the Bechor should only get something that's in this estate at the time of the death. So, this Losei Slows to teach us Shem Omer any noitel Rishai. This din, if he wants, I don't have to take the Pishnayim by the Chov. He doesn't have to pay the Pishnayim when it has to be paid. Okay. Omer of Papa. Dikla va'oli. You have a palm tree that gets thicker after the father's death, so it's more valuable. Or Arav Asik Sirtim. A piece of land that its soil has improved. There, everybody holds that even the Chachamim holds that he gets Pishnayim. Ki pligi b'chafurav avishuvli. There was originally like they thought it was going to turn into straw, but it grew into wheat stalks. It was unexpected. Or shluvafi vavi tamri. There were these flowers in a palm tree. They didn't know what, and then it turned into dates. The Mar Sava Rebbe holds shvacha de b'meila. Well, it improved on its own. So you get Umar Sava ishtani. No, there's some change, a new thing, and that's not considered. It's what the father had in the first place, and therefore the Bechor doesn't get Pishnayim of that. Also, K'divrei Rebbe also. K'divrei Chachamim also. If the diet paskin, like either Rebbe or Chachamim, it's okay. Why is this? Misapkale, it was in doubt whether halacha k'Rebbe mechavei ro, that is, in the rules of paskining, when Rebbe is debating a solitary Tana, the halacha is like Rebbe, but not when he's in machlokas with multiple chachamim. And here the machlokas is Rebbe and the chachamim, and therefore the halacha in that case would not be like him. Oh, halacha k'Rebbe mechaver v'afilu mechaver, and there was a Mesorah that came down, that the halacha was like Rebbe, not only when he was debating a single Tana, but even against multiple Chachamim.
The Yochid Rabbim didn't apply to him?
Rabbim, when it came to Rebbe, we paskined like Rebbe. There was a tzad to say like that. So it's left as a mesupik. So therefore, the hachra by a dayan, either like Rebbe, the Chachamim is upheld. We don't say it's batel. Rav, Osir lasses k'divrei Rebbe. He says, no, you're prohibited to paskin like Rebbe. Savar, halacha k'Rebbe mechaver v'lo mechaver. He knew, he had a clear Mesorah that the halacha is not like Rebbe when he debates multiple people. Now, Rav Nachman Didei, Nachman himself, Omar, not like Rav said, Mutala says K'divrei Rebbe, that you're allowed to pass like Rebbe. Ksavar, halachic Rebbe mechaver, afil mechaver, because he held that the halacha was like Rebbe even when he argued against multiple Tanai. Amar Rava, Asur Lasos K'divrei Rebbe, V'matza Asui. You really shouldn't do it, but if you did it, it works. Ksavar matin itmar. Matin means it's not halacha kavua like the Chachamim, but it leans toward the Chachamim. And even lechatchila, you should do like him. If somebody passes like Rabbi, we don't go back on that. Tani Rav Nachman Bishar Sifrei Debei Rav. This is Torah's Kohanim. This is the Medrash on Sefer Vayikra. This is Lasei Lo Pishnayim B'chol Asher Yimotzei Lo. B'chol Asher Yimotzei Lo. That's to the father. Prat L'Shvach Sheshbichu Yorshim Lachar Misasavir. It's to the Bechor does not get improvements that the Yisomim did after the father's death. That he doesn't get Pishnayim. Aval Shvach Sheshibchu Nechosim on their own. Lachar Misasavir and Shokil. Umani Rebbe. Right? That we've been learning tonight is the sheet of Rebbe. On the other hand, Tani Rabbi Barchavi B'shar Sifrei de Rav, a different nusach. B'chol Hashem Matzei Lo. The Bechor gets Pishnayim Prat Lishpach Sheshav Chunechosim Lachar Mitzvah Aveim. You notice it doesn't say the Yisomim. Previously it said Lishvach Shishbichu Yorshim. Here it just says the assets itself Sheshav Chunechosim. And therefore, so the Sifris sort of gave two different conflicting maskons. Bechor doesn't get Pishnayim in a loan. What does that mean? Leman. The Chachamim say that an asset that on its own got more valuable, Ami Rabban and Loy Shakil. The Chachamim say that the Bechor doesn't get Pishnayim of that. Malva, my boy. Malva is something that's owed, will be paid in 6 months. Certainly, he's not to get Pishnayim in that. The Malva was not that debt that was owed, is not the Rishus Ha'avid when he died. It's only Roy. So when Shmuel said Ein Bechor Notel Pishnayim B'Malveh, there's no chiddush to say that was a Shita Chachamim. Ella, it's Rebbe. That even though normally Rebbe holds that an asset that grew on its own, he gets Pishnayim, the Malveh, since it's not Rishus Ha'avid, he doesn't get it. Freitig more Velahad, the Tanya. The Bride says, Yorshu Shtarcho. If the sons inherited an IOU that somebody owed the father money, we did say B'chor Noitel Pishnayim, Bein B'mav, Bein B'ribis. Whether it's a loan, whether it's interest. So the Gemara says, Mani lo Rebbe v'lo Rabbon. So that's not Rebbe, it's not Chacham either. So La'olam, when Shmuel says that a Bechor doesn't get Pishnayim b'milveh, it's l'Rabbon. We said it's not a chiddush. If assets that grow on their own, he doesn't get a milveh, they shouldn't get on their own, certainly. No, it's true. I would have had a havamina. We have such a principle. He has a star. Sometimes we say, oh, you have the star, it's as if you collected on the star. And maybe it's kegovui dam. It's as if theoretically it's been collected. And maybe the Chacham will be moideh that he gets Pishnayim. Kamash wanted no. That we would not hold like that. Sholchu miso. They sent from Eretz Yisrael the following psak halacha. B'chor noitel Pishnayim b'malveh v'lo b'ribis. if a father loaned money to a goy, so you're allowed to charge ribbis. So the principal, the $1,000, the bechor gets pishnayim, but not the ribbis. That's only Roy. That's what this halacha says. Now, Laman, Ilem Rabbanon, Hachashvachadisi B'Shuse. We said that if there's an asset, a palm tree, that got bigger, so it grew memela on its own. I mean, Rabbanon Deloy Shakim. The bechor doesn't get pishnayim of that. So milva, which is not b'shus of the av, boy, is there any shaila? Ella must be the Rebbe. For it to be Rebbe b'ribis low. Well, according to Rebbe, how can you say that he doesn't collect the ribbis? Vatanya Rebbe or b'chor notel pishnayim bein b'malva bein b'ribis. The bechor gets pishnayim of both. So again, the Gemara ends up loylam rabbanani, and we do say malva command the gavyada, that since you have a star that documents the loan, it's as if it was collected, but not the ribbis, because the ribbis is not documented, or it's documented, but it's not considered kegavui dami. Armei racham barav ravina, ikla ameimer la'asrim v'dorish. A meimer came to our yeshiva and darshan. He also learned the bechor only gets pishnayim of the principal, but not the interest. Armalei Nardoi. So the people Nardoi said l'tamayu. Damarava. It makes sense. You're consistent because Rabbo has said, Gavu karka. You have somebody owes money to the father. Father died, and they are Yisomim. If the Yisomim decide to get paid in land, the debt, then Yeshlo. Then the Bechor gets Pishnayim. Gavu Mos, Ein. But if they collected money in repayment of the debt, the Bechor doesn't get Pishnayim. But Rav Nachman and Gavu Mos, Yeshlo, just the opposite. That if they decide to collect money, he gets Pishnayim. Gabi Karka, Ein Lo. If they collected money, if they collected land in payment of the debt, he doesn't get. And Armalei Abaya, the Rabbah, Lididcha Kasha, the Rav Nachman Kasha. I'm going to show you that you have a problem in your own sheet, and you have a problem in Rav Nachman sheet. This will leave for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we're going to learn our regular time, 8 o'clock. Tonight is Navi Shir, is at 8 o'clock. But tomorrow the Daf Yomi will be at 8.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Abe, have a good evening.
Sei gesund. Bye-bye.